Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen, Forrest over here, and welcome to another video. Been a while since I last did things with my phone camera, but here we are. Today, as you can tell from the title, I will be playing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Here is the funny thing about this game, okay? Like, so, a little bit of a backstory for me. Um, when I was a kid, and Pokemon was everywhere. It's not as all over the place. It's not as all over the place as it used to be. But back when Pokemon was brand spanking new and popular, it was everywhere. From regular stores to gas stations to the even it would even pop up occasionally on at fast food restaurants doing the kids meals. And yeah, so that was a good time for my childhood. The funny thing is, when I was a kid, I was into the anime. I would watch the original Pokemon anime, the original Indigo League series, and then the Orange Islands. However, because I didn't know about the move from Cartoon Network that it originally started into Kids WB, I missed out on a good amount of of the whole Johto region as well as the Hoenn region. It wasn't until they brought it back on Cartoon Network for the Battle Frontier that they sort of the Battle Frontier because they did reruns on Cartoon Network to get us into the backstory of the whole Battle Frontier storyline there that I was watching Pokemon again. In between that whole amount of time, uh, I was I was gifted a Game Boy Advance SP for Christmas, and alongside that same day, I also got Pokemon Diamond for Christmas. Now, you guys may be wondering, okay, what does Pokemon Diamond and the Game Boy Advance have in common? Because I mean, Diamond was on the Nintendo DS, wasn't it? It was because my parents gifted my sister the DS, and me the Game Boy Advance. I was kind of not happy about it, but I mean, I was able to play the game, but I had to. But basically, my sister and I had to share her DS. And it wasn't until the Christmas after that that I got my own DS, but that's beside the point. The point is, um, I still kind of into that Pokemon craze by that point, and as it came out on Cartoon Network with Battle Frontier. So we went to Walmart one time, and in the middle of me looking through the Game Boy Advance games, because I was looking to see if they had any Pokemon games, the first Pokemon game that I got was Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Sapphire. I decided to get Pokemon Sapphire. So, in a way, I'm lucky that I was able to go through Sapphire, but I also felt sorry for the people that went through Pokemon Ruby because of one particular piece of music. If you know, you know. Anyway, um, and then my second Pokemon game that I would get would be Pokemon Coliseum. This is where this game came in. I remember when this game was coming out, I was kind of excited about it, but to be quite perfectly honest, the game that I was really looking forward to was Star Fox Assault. That was my that's what I got for the GameCube. I think I got that I got it in 2005 when Star Fox Assault came out because I played that game the demo in the stores. Every time I would go to especially Best Buy because I remember playing it most there. Um, every time we would stop there, I would just go right straight to that, and I would just play it until I was told it's time to go. They knew where I was at. That's how much into that game I was. So if they ever bring Star Fox Assault to the Game Boy, to the GameCube on Nintendo Switch Online, I am playing that game immediately. That was my childhood GameCube game right there. But anyway, so yeah, this game comes out. I was low key excited about it. The thing was, I never got this game. I got Pokemon. I did get Pokemon Coliseum, but I never once got Pokemon XD Veil of Darkness. So this will be a sort of blind playthrough. I say sort of because I played the beginning of it to kind of get back into the scheme of things. Um, but everything else is going to be completely blind. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started right now. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Listen, first off, can we just say this is a really cool, like a really cool title screen, especially with the XD, with how, especially with the D in that. There's a reason why that looks the way it looks. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. I do have a continue file, which I ironically also have a save point here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do a new game. Yes. Let's be, let's see. I will go ahead and name my character after me, like I always do. Wait, yep, there you go. Our story begins on a freighter, where a sailor and his captain are minding their own business when all of a sudden a group of helicopters appear, surrounding the freighter. All of a sudden, a big Pokemon appears above them, and out of nowhere attacks the freighter, sending it into the sky, causing the captain and his navigator to fall out of the ship, pulled overboard. The group of helicopters would take the freighter with them, leaving the captain and his navigator at sea. And our first battle is a Salamence taking on a Metagross. So, Salamence, really powerful Pokemon for this time. Really good Pokemon, as a matter of fact. But again, when at a young age, I did not know anything about the Pokemon in the Hoenn region. I was literally doing this. I was playing those games through trial and error. So yeah, Metagross. So Salamence is a dragon flying type, if not pure dragon, while Metagross is a steel psychic type. So Salamence and Metagross are both level 50. Salamence has the moves Earthquake, Dragon Dance, Brick Break, and Dragon Claw. So, Brick Break will do decent damage. Dragon Claw, I don't know how much damage it would do, but same type attack bonus will help it there. Dragon Dance would definitely help Dragon Claw out, but Earthquake is the superior move because Metagross is a Steel Psychic type, and due to its Steel typing, it is weak to ground. So let's go Earthquake. Pretty good damage. Sludge Bomb. Decent damage. Let's Brick Break it. It's kind of a weird move for Salamence to have Brick Break. Usually people probably give it a different move than Brick Break, but whatever. Yes. Oh. God, let's do Dragon Claw just to see what it can do. And it's not very effective, but it still got the job done. Player defeated Sim Trainer Loston. Yeah. All right, Forrest, that will do for today. Yes, sir, that was a well played battle. Forrest, your battle skills have improved by an amazing amount. I mean, it was impressive the way you handled that big Pokemon with the poem. You took command of it as if it were the same as your Eevee. Don't you think it's time that you consider raising other Pokemon besides your Eevee? Forrest, you have an incredible aptitude for battling. If you keep absorbing knowledge and experience, you'll become an outstanding trainer. There's no doubt about that. The operation of this battle sim system demands precise control. Of course, with my technique, there's utterly no problem. Rest assured, you're in my expert hands while you're plugged in and battling. Alright, so leaving that room, let's see what you gotta say. Hello, Forrest. Are you done with training for now? You must be tired. But seeing you like this, my Forrest, you've grown up to be a fine young lad. Forrest, if only your father were here to see how much you've grown. Oh, I'm sorry. I promised that I wouldn't mention that. Please pay it no heed. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's going to make me wonder if there's going to be a storyline about that. Oh, hello, Forrest. Welcome. I'm writing up a sub. It's mostly basic information. But if you'd care to look, I've written my summary on the whiteboard. After all, the basics are important for a reason. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the basics. I want to try to explain this is. I want to try to explain this pretty well. Battles. You have three different types of battles that will happen in this game. Be one, but for the most part, it will be 2v2. There may or may not be a lot of battles in here. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, definitely 1v1, 2v2s. Battles against Pokemon trainers, self explanatory. You're dealing with Pokemon battles against the trainers, uh, basically trying to win that Pokemon battle against the trainers. So yeah. Uh, hello, Sajingu. How you doing tonight? Yeah, but like I said, 1v1, 2v2. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. How you been? Been a while since I last seen you, but how you been? Um, yeah, so you get 1v1 at the start of it, then once you get two Pokemon, it'll be 2v2 from there on, no matter what happens. So, yeah, doing good, just chilling out. But that's good. How do I win a battle? Simple. You just knock on your opponent's Pokemon, or another way that we will talk about when we get to it. The battle screen. You have four different buttons: Pokemon battle, items, Pokemon, or call. Um, so in battle, you have Pokemon moves, where like when you press the battle button, You'll have up to four Pokemon moves. Excuse me. You'll have four Pokemon moves. And long story short, uh, those moves have power points to them, and if you run out of those power points, you can no longer use that move unless you heal up the Pokemon using the power point moves or at a Pokemon Center. Simple enough. Switching the battling Pokemon, that's where the second button comes in with the Pokemon button on that battle screen. Just pressing that allows you to look at your Pokemon team that you have at that point in time, and you can switch them out and switch one of your two Pokemon, or like the one Pokemon you got out right now, or one of the two Pokemon that you have out now at that point in time. Yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. Using items in battle, you go to your bag, the bag button, and that'll let you use either a Pokeball of some type, um, a healing item, or a berry. If I know berries are not really a thing, so basically just Pokeballs or healing items in this situation. Calling a Pokemon in battle, we will discuss that more when we get to that. Experience points whenever you knock out an opponent's Pokemon, your Pokemon will gain experience points for every battle that they're in. How many experience points depends on the difference between your Pokemon's level and the level of your opponent's Pokemon. Rewards for winning, typically it's money, but then if you're involved in any battles where they say, oh, I'll give you something if you win this battle, they will give it to you after the battle is over, should you win. Leveling up. I think that's self explanatory in an RPG video game. Learning a new move every so often, you can teach a Pokemon will learn a move leveling up or through a TM. We will get more into that as later. Evolution. Uh, there are so many different forms of evolution in this game that well, technically there's three forms of evolution. There's at this point in time three forms of evolution: leveling up, a via a stone, or via friendship. What I mean by that is where so leveling up, like pretty much self-explanatory. Once your Pokemon reaches a certain level, it evolves and it will take a new form. By stone, if you have like a particular uh, evolutionary item, whether it be a stone, like I just said, or a different type of item, like a King's Rock, for example, then that will help your Pokemon evolve into a stronger form, regardless of how good or how bad the Pokemon was beforehand. And then with friendship, so with friendship, if your Pokemon reaches levels up with max happiness, that Pokemon will evolve into a new Pokemon. Status problems and healing. There are so many status problems. There are so many status inflictions that can happen. Poisoning causes your Pokemon to lose health, and if they're badly poisoned, they lose more health as it goes along. Paralysis causes your Pokemon to slow down and may sometimes not move. Back when evolution was much more simpler. Yeah, right. Nowadays, there's so many different ways that it would probably take me like 10 minutes trying to explain it all. But anyway, paralysis, like I said, slows your Pokemon down and gives them the possibility of not attacking. But I guess I mean, it doesn't cause your Pokemon to lose health, so I guess that's the only saving grace about it. Um, Burn, from what I've heard, decreases your hit points as well as lowers your attack stat. I don't know about special attack, but it definitely does your attack stat. Sleep. For 2 to 5 turns, your Pokemon will be asleep. It will not move. The only exception to that is if it learns Sleep Talk, which to my knowledge was not a thing in Generation 3. I could be wrong there, so don't quote me on that. And then a status frozen. If your Pokemon is frozen, it's pretty much the same as asleep. You cannot move for 2 to 5 turns, to my knowledge. It can be thawed out at some point, but most likely your Pokemon will be knocked out by that point. So yeah, frozen and asleep are basically the same thing. Confusion is where it's not really a status affliction in a way where it shows that your Pokemon is confused, but you confused, and you'll only know that it's no longer confused when it says snapped out of confusion. Confusion pretty much is where you have a chance of your Pokemon either hitting their move or hitting itself in the confusion. So obviously, if your Pokemon gets confused, swap it out and then bring it back in. Types of moves. By this point, the Fairy type was not a thing. In the previous generation, this was Generation 3, by the way, in case anybody's wondering which generation this game was in. Um, yeah, there are types. So there are 17 types. So basically, think of everything but the Fairy typing, and that's all you need to know. Um, However, how this game goes about the moves is very, very interesting. From Gen 1 to Gen 3, moves were not based on if the move itself was physical or special. So, like for an example, Blaze Kick. In Gen 4 onwards, it would be considered a physical move because a kick. However, in Gen 3 and previous in Gen 3, Gen 2, Gen 1 to 3, it would be considered a special attack because fire is considered a special type in the game. I could go into detail about which ones are physical and which ones are special, but I would be here all night, and we also have Google for that. So there's that. What makes a move super effective? This is one of the as well as not very effective. This is a trial and error type stuff right here. Long story short, long story short, you won't know if a move is super effective or not very effective when it says so in the game. So yeah, so if you're new to Pokemon, trial by error is a good thing here. Pokemon leveling tip. I don't want to know what it's going to say, but I'm pretty sure it'll be insane. Single and double battles. Like 1% single, 99% double battles. Like the first 2 or 3 battles you have are going to be single only. The rest of it's going to be double battles. So, yeah, I don't really need to talk about the single battles, but double battles, yeah, 2v2 Pokemon battles, enough said. Pokemon catching tips, weaken it, as well as give it a status affliction if you can. If you're not able to, so be it. But try to weaken it before without knocking it out. That's the best catching tip I can give you. So yeah, enough said. I spent 23 minutes talking about my my time playing my my background, watching the intro, and doing all of that. Whoop de doo. Anyway, hi Forrest. Have you finished training? Forrest, this is the director's office. Did you want to pay a visit to Professor Crane? You don't need to be that stiffly official, Lily. But oh yes, I've heard the battle coach singing high praise about you, Forrest. I've heard that your battling skills have improved dramatically recently. That's outstanding, Forrest. I'm sure I'm sure don't think I'd stand much of a chance against you. I wish everyone wouldn't drown them with such gushing praise all the time. My son and daughter will become spoiled rotten. There's nothing to worry about. Both Forrest and Jovi are wonderful kids. My parents would beg to differ to a certain degree. Anyway, by the way, I don't think I've seen Jovi since lunchtime. Forrest, I hate to bother you, but could you go find Jovi for me? Forrest, I think you. How many times you guys going to keep saying my name? I'm standing right here, and you're looking right at me. Why do you guys got to keep saying my name? I'm literally the only person that you're looking at. I think you already know, but several research projects are in their critical phases in this lab. That's why your mother can't afford to take any time off right this instant. So please, honey, will you go find Joby for me? Sure. Thank you. I'm counting on you. I don't think she could have wandered off too far, but just in case, check outside too. I'm sorry, Forrest. After 5 long years, this project is finally on the verge of coming together. But for that to happen, we can't do without your mother's expertise. Oh, yes, I left a PDA in your room, Forrest. Go check it out. PDA stands for Pokemon Digital Assistant. It's a very useful electronic tool. A PDA can be used for email, among other things. I'm sure that you'll find its many features useful. It's quite easy to use, Forrest. I'm sure you'll have no trouble figuring it out. I mean, considering I've played Pokemon Coliseum before, no, I probably won't. Not really. Oh, this combination works, but this doesn't quite fit. But hi, Forrest. I'm compiling the basic data for that big project of ours. Huh? What big project? Why, it's the Purify Chamber, of course. Didn't you know? We'll get to that when we get to that, but right now it's not really important. There's nobody in here. What was the point of that room? Oh, breaking news! Okay, we bring you Owen BS News. Authorities still have failed to find any traces of the cargo ship SS Libra since its sudden disappearance off the coast of Gadian Port. There have been no reports of flotsam that may indicate the ship's sinking. The authorities appeared mystified by the way the ship vanished like smoke. There are reports that numerous Pokemon were on board. Concern is rising over their welfare. Hmm. Rumor has it that there was a new Pokemon that even Professor Crane has never seen on that missing ship. It's very worrying. I hope the Pokemon aboard are safe from harm. A huge cargo ship just doesn't vanish into thin air. You just have to be more careful searching. The ship probably had engine trouble. It must be adrift in the sea somewhere. I haven't been to the Krabby Club for a while. It'd be nice to see a Roselle and Dazzle's show again. We'll get to that when we get to that, but right now, sound from the TV set appears to be disturbing the Pokemon. Hmm, that's not good. Oh, someone must have turned that volume really loudly up without me noticing, but whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and just look at everything here. My Pokemon and I, we're always together, even when we're sleeping. If you want to become friends with Pokemon, companionship is very important. That's a Curly, a really good psychic type Pokemon there, to be honest. Have I seen Jovi anywhere? Come to think, I haven't seen her since lunch. There's there's a Puzzle. Alright. It's Forrest's room. But lately his kid sister appears to have the run of the place. Hey, there's something on the desk. Forrest found the PDA. If you're reading the to Forrest, Crane. If you're reading this email, then you must have obtained the PDA. Try out its many features. By the way, Adon is playing hide and seek with Jovi. Why not have a chat with him? Before we do that, let's go over here. Found potion. There are three of them. We have three potions now. Typically, if you go to a PC, you would get only one potion, but three's not bad for an early part of the game. So potions, for those that are not in the know, potions heal 20 hit points of your Pokemon. So in the early game, it's a really good item to have. So yeah, let's go ahead and head down this way. Go down the elevator down to the first floor, because we now have a few different places to go here. We're in the midst of developing a system to purify shadow Pokemon. More on that later. Purify is the term we use to describe the process in which a shadow Pokemon's closed heart is made to open again back to its natural state. You see, 5 years ago, Pokemon Coliseum, Criminals used artificial means to close the hearts of a Pokemon, turning them into fighting machines. We're developing this system to save such afflicted Pokemon. We call this system the Purify Chamber. It's not necessary in today's peaceful times, but one never knows what may happen. Whew! The switch is okay. That's to adjust this here. Man, there's so much new. I'm not far from a panic attack. Oh, that's right, Forrest. If you're just going to take a break, well, don't forget to save. Hi, Forrest. The Purify Chamber is almost ready to purify Pokemon now. I wonder why Professor Crane and Lily are in such a hurry to get the Purify Chamber finished. Oh, yes, feel free to use the PC and healing machine. That's a Blissey, one of the most. Blissey is one of the most HP, has the most, one of the most, it's one of the Pokemon with the most HP, perhaps the Pokemon with the most HP here. So healing machine, so if you're too far away from a Pokemon Center, you just use that and there you go. That's all you gotta do with it. See here. Hiya, Forrest. I haven't seen you for a while. Are you doing well? What I happen to be working on is a special machine for catching Pokemon. Huh? You want to know if it has anything to do with the Purify Chamber? You called it. This machine and the Purify Chamber are both the results of the same project. Having said that, I sincerely hope that the need to use this machine never arises. Yeah, I'm gonna stick up behind him. Mm. Huh? Here! Here at the Pokemon Lab HQ Lab, we undertake a great variety of research on Pokemon for their systems of battling. Uh, oh, it's you, Forrest. You scared me out of my wits! You know, I'm so dedicated to my job, even when I'm asleep, I constantly think about work. I feel that. I feel that. Yep, I understand that feeling so much. Hey, Forrest, weren't you with Jovi? I saw Jovi with her Mimi earlier, so I figured you were with her too. It's a Pineco. Oh boy, the world of Pokemon is so deep. The more I study them, the more I am inspired by the very fantasticalness of it all. For example, you know all Pokemon have types and abilities, right? If you keep those facts in mind and apply them to battling, you can always gain an advantage over your opponents. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, we're going to explore the outside because there is an item box over here. I like these item boxes, by the way, like when you find them, because then you can open them like that. Antidotes. Those antidotes heal poisoning from a Pokemon. Really good stuff right there. Let's go ahead and take a little look see in this room. So we have discovered every nook and cranny here. Hold on a second, I've got to mute for a minute. Hold on. Sorry. Had to talk with a family member. But anyway, you may have noticed something here. When I first played this game earlier, it took me a bit of time to figure out where my next I had to go was. So after doing this, I would go outside like I did earlier, right? And so I would go outside because there wasn't anywhere else to explore. I would even go to the outside world and go to this map. There's nothing else here that we can go to right now. So I would go back in here and I would just wander around aimlessly trying to figure out what I had to do next. So, little did I realize that the person that we just saw in here that's hiding under this desk. It wasn't until I found this character here that we were met with this line of dialogue. Ah! You startled me! Oh, hi, it's you, Forrest. It's me, Adon. You looking for Jovi? We're supposed to be playing hide and seek right now, but isn't she around anywhere? Well, maybe she's gone on to Dr. Kaminko's manor. It's a big weird house southeast of here. Jovi's it in our game of hide and seek. I wish she'd find me soon. My back is starting to hurt. Dude, you are. What do you mean your back is starting to hurt? You're laying on your stomach! Like what? Are there some stuff underneath that table that's poking at your back or something? Jeez, bro. Alright, but now that we finally got a new place to go to, we can actually leave this area. For now. Go to Kaminko's house. What an interesting piece of music. Your second your second area, and this music plays. So where do we go? Simple. Wait! Who goes there? You must be a burglar. Tobin will put you straight. Don't you move. Chobin is the name, and Chobin is the number one assistant to Dr. Kaminko. Chobin is the only assistant, so Chobin has to be the number one assistant. Kaminko aide Chobin would like to battle. Sends out a Sunkern. One of the weakest, if not the weakest, Pokemon in the history of Pokemon, period. It is a level 5. Eevee is a level 10 Pokemon. Already nearly there to level 11. So, let's go ahead and fight, because we can only do that. So our moves are Tackle, Tail Whip, Bite, and Sand Attack. Tackle is a 40 power move. Bite is a 60 power move, to my knowledge. 40 or 50 power move. 50 or 60 power move. Tail Whip lowers the opponent's defense. Sand Attack lowers the opponent's accuracy. So we'll go ahead and tackle for now. You guys what all of it can do. Nearly knocks it out. See, that's how bad it is. Absorb! Pretty good grass type move where you gain back half the health that you uh, absorbed from the opponent. But in Sunkern's case, as well as the fact that I'm 5 levels above it, not really a good move for Sunkern at all. As a matter of fact, why does this man even got a Sunkern anyway? Because Sunkern is really bad. Player defeated Kaminko aide Chobin. Chobin lost! Ugh. Hey, where my glasses go? Got 150 Poké Dollars for winning. Cool. I'm not poking fun at him for losing his glasses because that can happen. You've made Chobin angry now! Even though Tobin lost, you're still not going past Tobin! Yeah, why is Tobin speaking in third character? Who does he think he is? Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Huh? Also, observation reveals that the subject is a child. Ergo, the subject is not a burglar! Ha ha ha! Tobin wishes you spoke up right away! You're forced? Tobin apologizes for jumping to the wrong conclusion. Oh, big brother, what are you doing here? Oh, Joey gets it. Big brother, you got lost, didn't you? I did pick no earlier, and she's like, don't lie to me, brother. Jovi thought so. Big brother, you look dependable, but then you make silly mistakes. This big house is Dr. Kaminko's. Dr. Kaminko's job is to make incredible inventions. There's a whole bunch of neat machines like they have at the Pokemon HQ lab. You should come in too, big brother. Forrest, you are that girl's older brother? Sometimes she comes here. She wanders around everywhere. Jobin finds it hard keeping an eye on her so that she does not bother the doctor. Oh yes, Forrest, you will have to look at Dr. Kaminko's inventions. You will, yes? Okay, this way, please. Follow Chobin. Sometimes I feel like Chobin is like a younger younger Professor Egad. Even though I know this is Pokemon and not Mario. Okay, Chobin will now show you the inventions of the estimable Dr. Carminco. Dr. Carminco's inventions, it needs to be said, are number one in the world. Jobin is full of admiration. Oh, why does Jobin know that they are number one worldwide? That needs explaining? In the whole wide world, no one but Dr. Carminco would invent such inventions. Therefore, they are number one in the world without question. Our Dr. Carminco, who is verily great, is inventing in that room there. Hi, Doctor. What kind of funny machine are you making this time? Joey wants to know. Uh-oh, that girl is at Dr. Carminco's side again. Anyway, let Jobin acquaint you with just some of Dr. Carminco's greatest inventions. Dr. Carminco's inventions are number one in the world. His choice is this. Ta-da! The unhealthy is studded with lumpy nubs that fail to stimulate every pressure point in a fabulous way. Keep wearing these and Jobin will guarantee painful feet and chronic worsening of your health. Jobin thinks it is superlative. Incredible, is it not? There's more than that, too. The doctor's invention, which are fantastic, can be seen on this monitor. Jobin gives you permission to use this anytime you like. So thank you. So try to go right. Has a locked door, so we gotta go left. Did you come from the Pokemon HQ lab? My name's Matten. Matten. I run the parts shop in Port. How is the lab's director? Professor Crane, yes? Ah, yes. If you'd be so kind, please tell the professor that the machine part he needed is ready, and that he should come get it any time. Hey, what is this? Oh, it's. I did not know my number's right there. I didn't even notice that this whole time. Hmm? Incidentally, child, how long have you been here? Hmm? Over to that door. You there! You child! That area is off limits! How much you want to bet we're going to go there at some point in the story? Because they usually do that all the time. Hi, big brother. This is a funny drawing. It's a really detailed drawing of a really weird machine. Uh, Huh? Are you going home already, big brother? But you just got here. Oh, Jovi gets it. Jovi has to show you how to go home, right? Okay, that's what Jovi will do. Jovi will take you home. Mimi, let's go home with big brother. Jovi joined the party. Okay, let's move out. Joey will visit again, Doctor. Bye bye. Almost walked into that door again. Alright. Joey will take Big Brother home today, so Joey has to go too. Bye bye. Next time Joey comes, please let Joey try the googly glasses. Promise. Joey cannot possibly make that sort of a promise. She is your sister? Do something about her, please. She never listens to what Jobin says, ever. Dude, I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she's old enough to where she's going to be a slight pain in the bum. I'm just saying. Have you found Jovi? Dear Forrest, you appear to have traveled far in your search for Jovi. Please come back to the HQ lab as soon as you find her. I need your help with something. Alright. What is it? What is it? Email from the professor? He wants you to come home quickly? Jovi is worried about letting you go by yourself, big brother. So Jovi will go home too. Let's go right now. Alright, going to the Pokemon HQ lab again. This time with our sister behind us, literally. She is sitting behind us, so yeah. Oh, hi, Mommy. We're back. Oh, Jovi, haven't I told you not to wander away by yourself? No, Mommy, you don't understand. Big Brother was lost, so Jovi brought him here. Wow. If Jovi weren't there, Jovi bets he'd be crying by now saying he can't go home. Right, Big Brother? Oh, my. Jovi, you are such a brave and resourceful girl. But that's quite enough for today. Besides, Adeline must be tired of waiting for you. Oh my gosh, I was in the middle of hide and seek! Okay, big brother, I'll see you later. Bye bye! Forrest, thanks for finding for me. Oh yes, Professor Crane wanted to see you, Forrest. Go see him right away, please. What's Okay, don't tell me where he's at. Alright. So, studying the one person by fascination. You know all Pokemon have types and abilities, right? If you keep those facts in mind and apply them to battling, you'll always gain an advantage over your opponents. I think we already read that, but whatever. Go ahead and look through every nook and cranny here. And look! Hustle and Might are together again. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm just opening the doors. That way I know where I've been. I think nobody's changing their minds there. There's one difference here. Mm, Snort! On closer inspection, Jovi's attempts at makeup became apparent. Oh, she. The next time I catch a Jigglypuff, I'm nicknaming it Jovi because of what she just did. Wait, did I ever not? Wait, did I? I made a good progress with the data from the purified chamber. I can just picture how happy Lily will be. This part is finally completed. Oh, Forrest, welcome back. Were you gone far away? Huh? The director? He went downstairs just a little while ago. Professor Crane did. You didn't bump into him? Hmm. Alright, let's just go downstairs then. See where we're at. Oh, I see him. Hi there, Forrest. I've been waiting for you. I wanted to show you the snag machine. Has Aiden said anything to you about the snag machine? Technically, no. The snag machine is a special device for snagging Pokemon. The two of us, Aiden and I, were developing it, and now it's finally finished. I'd like to begin testing it immediately. Forrest, will you help us? Sure. Okay, step inside, please. I should tell you, the snag machine is an outrageous piece of work. After all, it's used for stealing Pokemon from another trainer in battle. But we didn't make this to steal Pokemon indiscriminately from trainers. Forrest, you've heard of Shadow Pokemon, haven't you? They're Pokemon that have been turned into fighting machines after having their hearts closed by artificial means. They're to be pitied. We developed the Snag Machine to take back such modified Shadow Pokemon. Why this machine is needed now, I can explain later. But for now, I'd like you to test our Snag Machine. After all, you're the best trainer at this lab. The Snag Machine is inside this case. Try and copy it right away, please. So going over here. Look at this. There's some cool stuff right here. I like it. I like the look of it. But it gets better. You'll know what I mean when we get to that. Wow, it fits you perfectly. It looks cool too, Forrest. I'll also add a new feature to your PDA. It's called the Shadow Monitor. It lets you check data on the Shadow Pokemon you've encountered. Forrest, obtain the Shadow Monitor feature. I think the Shadow Monitor feature is basically your Pokedex. Thank you, Aiden. That's it, Forrest. That's spot on. From here on, it will be a lot easier to just show you how it works in practice rather than trying to describe it. Let's go upstairs to the Battle Sim System room. Whoops! How silly of me. I almost forgot to give you these. In order to use the Snag Machine, you need at least one Pokeball, so I'll give you these. 5 Pokeballs. Pokeballs aren't used in the Aura region, so we import them from another region. Okay, now we're set. Let's hurry over to the director. Aye! Aye! What's going on? Who are you people? It's terrible, Forrest. Some strange man came barging in and took off with the director. Oh, shoot. This isn't good. Oh, no! 2 people have been knocked out, even the Pokemon. I mean, Pineco is not Fortress, so of course it's not get knocked out very easily. But no! Where do you think you're taking me? I'm taking you to your new lab, Professor. What? My new lab? Move it! We don't have any time. If you don't want to get hurt, let's see yourself into the car. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to bump from my phone stand. You people, what are you? Huh? What is it, punk? You're not going to play hero and try to stop us. I don't show mercy to anyone, not even kids. My naps would like to battle. So Teddy Ursa. So Evie. Look at this. You got your own scouter. What is that? Forest. The aura reader is responding. That's a shadow Pokemon. Hurry, Forest. Hurry. Throw a Pokeball at it. That's all you can do because if you try to fight. Forest, that's not it. Hurry up and throw a Pokeball. Yeah, it won't let you do anything except try to catch this thing. Snag ball, go! Gotcha! Teddy Urso is caught. Player defeated. Spiders. What was that? My shadow Pokemon. Was that? Was it a snag? $165 for winning. Teddy Urso joined your party. Gotta like that. Kid, what is that machine on your arm? Could it be a snag machine? What the heck is that doing here? That's big news. Come on, move. I need to report this to headquarters. Like now! Uh-oh. Well, he's officially captured. They took the professor away. Don't cry, Jovi. I'm sure Professor Crane will be okay. We've contacted the police and the proper authorities about Professor Crane. They should let us know if they discover anything. I still can't believe that this is happening. Professor Crane predicted that someone will again try making Shadow Pokemon. His prediction was on the mark. Forest. The 10 years said you snapped probably isn't the only Shadow Pokemon that was made. When the Purified Chamber is completed, we will be able to save many Shadow Pokemon at the same time, but Professor Crane is crucial to this project. Without him, there's nothing we can do. Let's complete it. We'll finish the Purified Chamber ourselves. Uh, Lily? The director's not here. It's hopeless. There isn't any possible way to get it done. You're on the verge of finishing. This isn't the time to feel sorry for yourself. The Purified Chamber project got this far not just because Professor Crane was here. We got here because we all worked as a team. Having come this far, it would be wrong to stop now. Our pride as scientists is on the line. Let's finish the project as one. Things will get very busy around here. I'll go upstairs and check how the data processing is progressing. Joey hopes the professor is okay. Joey hopes he isn't hurt. Will you wait until Joey gets bigger and goes to rescue him? Forrest, we've got to purify that Shadow Pokemon you caught soon, too. But the Purified Chamber won't be ready for a while yet. What would be a good idea? If those horrible men come back, they'll come after me. I'm sure of it. Let's see. Yep. Purify is the term we use to describe how Pokemon with its heart closed is restored to its natural state. Research on purification started at the Pokemon HQ lab around 5 years ago, I guess. It was after the Shadow Pokemon incident when Pokemon with their hearts artificially shut were used as fighting machines by criminals. You don't suppose Professor Crane was targeted for his research on purification? We were so close to finishing the purified chamber when the director was taken away. Badinlu has appeared! No, no, no. This is no time for moping. I've got to focus on work to getting the project finished. I get it now. I understand why Professor Crane and Lily were in such a hurry to get this project completed. If shadow Pokemon are being made somewhere by criminals, we have to restore them to their natural state using our system. So in order for us to progress here, we would have to go uh not too far from here. I don't like somewhere in this building still. Oh, you're over here now. Oh, how could they? Who would kidnap our director and why? I demand answers! Uh, I'm sorry. Yelling at you doesn't help a thing for us. Hey, you're letting your frustrations out. I get it. Don't worry. Forrest, do you remember the Shadow incident 5 years ago? A criminal syndicate named Cypher plotted world domination by producing Shadow Pokemon as their weapons. Fortunately, two brave young people defeated Cypher. Hey, Chris, how you doing tonight? The Shadow Pokemon were restored to their natural selves. This tale is becoming stuff of legend nowadays. Is it true that the director was abducted by thugs? Yes. Darn! Forrest, let's start using my system and teach the kidnappers a lesson they won't soon forget. I've heard, Forrest. It's so hard to believe that someone abducted Professor Crane. Oh, that's right. Forrest, I heard you got a new Pokemon. The Battle Sim system simulates many simulations. Want to train on it now? No. Yes, you're right. I bet you wouldn't be in the mood for a battle at a time like this. That is very true. But those do help if you want to do that. We'll probably do that later when there's uh when uh when we're in a good position to do that. Oh wait a minute. We gotta go up this way. Hmm. This basic data should be fine now. Keep going with it. Forrest, you came at the right time. I get you to run an errand for me in Betty Port. How's it going? Going pretty good. Liking the game so far. You've ordered a special machine part for the purified chamber from the parts shop. Stadium Port is due south from here. It's not far, but be careful. Jovi knows the parts shop. It's next to Emily's house. Mommy, can Jovi know? Jovi wants to help everyone. Jovi, I appreciate your offer. I know you want to help, but it's an important component. Okay. Jovi, you're a member of the lab staff too. You may go if you take Forrest with you. Dear, would you mind going with Jovi? Okay, Mommy. Big Brother is Jovi's assistant. You have to listen to Jovi, Big Brother. Jovi joined the party. Off we go to Gladion Port. Forrest, Jovi, both of you be very careful, please. I'm counting on you two. Alright. So we're now gonna go to Gladion Port. What time is it? Oh wow. And alright. Oh. So now we're going to go to the oh wait. Hey! Forrest! Jovi! Where are you two off to? Jovi is on an important trip to Canadian Port. I'm confident with such a good assistant, Jovi. Anyways, Forrest, could we ask you to hold on to that snag machine and use it? There may be other shadow Pokemon out there. If you spot one, rescue it from the criminals. I'll make the approaches to the authorities and other people that have Pokeballs available for sale at shops. There's more. Oh, I need to stop bumping into my camera stand. My camera stand. There's more. I wanted to give these to you, Forrest. Crane Memo 1. Crane Memo 2. They're documents on shadow Pokemon that Professor Crane and I compiled. Please read them. Alright. So now, off to Stadium Port. Wow, big brother! Look! It's the sea! It's so big! Listen! The part shop is over there! Hurry, big brother! This way! Oh! Ouchies! Jovi fell down! Hmm. Hmm. Hey now, where do you think you're going? Oh, sorry. Jovi is sorry. It wasn't on purpose. And look what you've done! Ugh, you messed up the happening look of Zook! The coolest, baddest, and most happening guy around! Hmm. Ugh, sorry doesn't begin to cut it! Huh? You there! Yeah, you punk! You're with this munchkin, aren't you? And it looks to me like you're a traitor. You look like you'll be a million times more fun than some munchkin. I'll stomp you flat with my shadow Pokemon. Huh! That's quite enough of that. Pokemon aren't meant to be used in such a manner. Choose your place and time. Shut it! Hey, meddling senior citizen, take your preaching to someone who cares. Down you too, Mr. Varick. Perhaps I should. Huh? And who do you think you are? So now you're going to play the man and stop me? This gets better by the minute. Let's see you try. The Alakazam. Level 44. Already going to use Psychic on a level 28 plus Zangoose. And it's down. That was quick. Mystery Man Ardos defeated Thug Zoop. Your power! Where does it come from? Yeah, we're going to be dealing with him later, aren't we? You've done it now! Don't think you're getting away with messing with the great Zook! Remember this! Should I give chase? No, no, that won't be necessary. He won't come back. Leave him be. Yes, sir. Let us be on our way. Uh, thank you. Oh, ho, ho. That hardly deserves such gratitude, my little lady. We did only what had to be done. Nothing more. Alright, so we are now here at the port. I'm gonna go ahead and save right here. Yes. There we go. Next time on Pokemon Colosseum. Yeah, so I should for this bit. Next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we will be we will be going around the port, seeing everything there is to see. Before we do, I wanted to see about Teddy Ursa here. Let's see what it's gotten here. The door to its heart is starting to open. It's just barely out of reach, but right now it's okay. It has pickup, which may pick up items. That's fun. It has the moves Shadow Blitz. A Pokemon throws this tackle while casting a shadowy aura. And Shadow Mist. A shadowy aura sharply cuts the foe's evasiveness. And then we got two different moves. So these two moves will be introduced at some point sooner or later. So the thing about Shadow Pokemon in this game, Shadow moves are always super effective against regular Pokemon. So in other words, if I was facing this Teddiursa, any of those Shadow moves would hit hard on would be super effective against Eevee. But anyway, going back to its stats here. Really high attack. Look at that. 23 attack compared to the rest of it. 17 defense, 16 special attack, 18 special defense, and 14 speed. So let's see here. So it beats out my Eevee in attack, in defense, special attack. Eevee beats it in special defense and in speed. So there's that right there. Yeah. And what else? And that's it. That's all we need right here. So yeah, we won't know what nature it is until later when the heart gauge is uh, low enough. So yeah, we won't know anything about that. But also, as we go along, we will be introduced to its bottom two moves. But for right now, we're stuck with Shadow Blitz and Shadow Mist. Also, once this Pokemon has been purified, any battles that it was involved in, it will gain that XP that it had when it was involved in the battle. So that way you're not really losing much of anything. But for right now, it is currently where we can't purify it at the moment. But we will get to that when we get to that. Right now, like I said, that's going to do it for me here tonight. Next time, we will take a look around this area. We will get the parts that we need, however, we have to get it, and that's it. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pokemon XD Veil of Darkness. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forrest Walpole signing off.